Let's bring in Barry Covert. He is a criminal defense lawyer based in Buffalo. He's been with us before, very articulate. And I always like to hear views other than my own, unlike most pundits. Am I going wrong anywhere, counselor?
Well, my understanding from the reporting that I saw is that when the judge asked both parties whether this provides immunity for non-tax charges, which in most instances, this taking a plea to a tax charge would not provide you immunity to unrelated charges, the government said no, and that those investigations are ongoing, which is consistent with what they've said during press conferences, media up to today. The defense, obviously, I'm a defense lawyer. I would like my client to have immunity when they plead guilty to any level offense, and I want them to have immunity for anything they've ever done in their entire lives. The defense said, yeah, it's our understanding we're going to have immunity. This is the end of it. No more investigations, not even appears for future actions. So my understanding is the government did disagree with that and said, no, we've got ongoing investigations. And it's a horrible day for Hunter Biden and his defense team.
But certainly the defense team had to know Abbe Lowell is a brilliant lawyer, that the Justice Department was going to say, no, we're not going to stop. They couldn't possibly, for the court of public opinion, say, yeah, whatever Hunter Biden did, they're not even investigating it now. I mean, that's the ruse here. But to put that on the record, to say, yeah, this plea agreement covers everything. Lowell and Hunter Biden had to know that was never going to happen. Am I wrong?
Which is, no, you're not wrong. And it's very surprising that knowing that this was going to have the focus and attention of the nation, people in the world, that they did not have all of this ironed out. You get the impression that they thought, we're going to slide in there and take the plea and then take the position later that we had universal immunity from everything else. And the judge wisely clarified the issue. She said, I want to know what both sides' position is on this immunity for unrelated tax offenses not related to taxes, such as the ones you discussed that he wasn't a registered lobbyist for a foreign agent.
Right.
And the judge luckily clarified it.
They had to know that was going to happen, though, particularly if they researched the judge who gave jail time to a person who had a gun and was involved with narcotics.
My only response to that, Bill, is that was, I presume, before the recent Supreme Court decision in Bruin, where the Supreme Court said that all these gun laws, if they didn't exist 200 years ago, essentially, not exactly, but if they didn't exist 200 years ago, then we're not going to honor them now. And all kinds of courts now across the country, federal and state, have knocked down almost every federal and state regulation of guns for prior felons. That has been shut down by some courts. It's not definitive, but they've been shut down. State laws have been shut down.
All right, that might be theoretical, but she knew if she let Hunter Biden off on this gun thing, that the press, the right-wing press, conservative press, is going to come right after her as a hypocrite. And you know how judges are. Their reputations.
They don't like it at all.
They don't want any of that. So anyway, legally, what happens now? The Justice Department then has to file for a trial date. Is that the next step?
Yeah, but remember, we're only looking at misdemeanors. Even if he's found guilty, it's not the end of the world. He faces a maximum of a year in jail and someone with no prior record. It's not that big of a deal. But yes, the prosecution is going to ask for a trial date, probably way off, because they still probably want to work out some type of a plea, work out the language. Then if it doesn't get worked out, there will be discovery, but the prosecution already has that discovery. The defense can be expected to file motions, try to have the charges dismissed, as we said, for under grounds for the Bruin decision, for the gun count, for the tax charges, and come up with whatever reason they think that they can challenge the tax charges. But more likely, the two sides are going to come together. You already saw the defense throw in the towel today. They basically said
they don't want to go to trial because it'll hurt the president.
Yeah, the
The
defense said
trial will
you
help.
caught us.
See,
We're not going to get universal immunity. We tried. Oops, you
we
caught
can't get
us.
it
But
right.
we'll take this anyway.
There's no upside for anybody here. Everybody knows
No.
Hunter Biden is a grifter. Everybody knows he got off lightly because Merrick Garland is corrupt, the attorney general. Everybody knows that Joe Biden knew what Hunter was doing. We just don't know the extent of that, but they're obviously zeroing in on it. All right, Counselor, very good. I like it because you're pithy, and even I can understand what you're saying, and that's the key to this whole broadcast. Appreciate your time very much. The chairman of the Fed is promising more pain ahead. Last year, stocks dropped a whopping 20%. 2023 could be worse. You are right to be worried. So call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They will show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Since I've been a client and spokesperson, the price of gold has appreciated more than 35%. So please call today and they'll have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. They have thousands of satisfied customers and have the highest rating in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Please tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they will give you up to $5,000 of free silver on your first order. Please call 866-501-5201. That's 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Again, that's 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.